Welcome to Behind the Badge with your special guest, Lieutenant Williams, your news source for all things police in the city of Fond du Lac.
Welcome back into Fond du Lac today on News Talk 1450 and 100.7 KFIZ. It's another edition of Behind the Badge. Officer Clapper is now in the studio. Good morning, Officer Clapper. How's it going today?
Good morning, Braden. A little disappointed that Lieutenant Williams had training today, so flying solo here by myself today, but happy to be back after being gone for a little bit over a week. So,
yeah, appreciate you stopping back by. You still remembered how to get to the radio station, so that's always a good sign.
Absolutely.
I know next week we're looking ahead to National Night Out. Those who aren't too familiar with it, can you kind of walk people through what this is, what kind of happens, and then we can dive a little bit deeper into it?
Absolutely. So next Tuesday, this upcoming Tuesday, a few days from now, August 2nd, from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. at the Fairgrounds Park, not at the pool, but the park that's by the pool there, is an event called National Night Out. It's a way for our department, the County Sheriff's Office, State Patrol, Fire Department, and other community organizations to get to build relationships with our community. So it gets us out there. There's different things that we'll have out there, different pieces of equipment, officers, stuff like that, that allows us to engage with the community. And it's a really good event for kids to come to see that, you know, police officers aren't bad or firefighters aren't bad. So it helps them build relationships with us to realize that we're there to help them.
Right, and you mentioned there you're not always there in the times of need per se, right? They can see you, just kind of, obviously you guys, I would imagine, still be in your work attire and they can get accustomed to that. But, it's not always like dangerous situations, or when a dangerous situation arises that they shouldn't be afraid of you because you're actually there to help them out.
Absolutely. And this event allows us to build those relationships in a positive way before they need to come to us for help. So some things that are going to be there, for an example, is we'll have quite a few squad cars there. We'll have our armored vehicle, some other equipment such as our drone and robots. Our crime scene detective will also be there. So they'll have crime scene equipment there. There will also be squad car tours. Okay. So kids will be able to sit in a squad car, take some pictures, maybe turn on the lights, sirens. Stuff. Yeah, they're really cool stuff. The things that really the kids really enjoy doing. Then also the fire department will be there. There'll be they do some sort of game with a hose that you spray water on, it's not actually like a fire, but it's just like painted. And then the county sheriff's office will be there with their some of their squad cars, their armored vehicle as well, and it's called the SARC. It's a amphibious rescue boat that can go. It's kind of like a hovercraft. Can go on water. That gets used out on the lake for ice rescues and stuff like that. But one really cool thing I just found out about before I came down here today is that Flight for Life will be landing to do a demonstration and show off their helicopter. So it's a really cool, unique event that we get to see a lot of public safety and different organizations working together. There's a lot of different organizations. There's a lot on the list here that I have in front of me, but a couple that stick out is SSM Health, also the Fond du Lac County Crisis Center. There'll be a DJ, Ferris Popcorn, and there's actually a police obstacle course. And the police department will be bringing the radar throw as well. That's
always a fun favorite at all the events.
Absolutely. Everyone likes to see how fast they can throw, and you never know, maybe you'll be setting our record. I think our record from Walleye Weekend was 83 or 85, something like that. So that's the fastest I've seen someone throw. You never know, maybe somebody could show up and hit 90 or something.
Let's get some of the dock spiders to show up to the event, or get some of the high school baseball players. Maybe we can get a high number there. So this is going to be taking place this Tuesday, August 2nd, taking place right around the Fairgrounds Park there. 4 o'clock, I believe, is when it begins, right? And then how late are you expecting to be there?
It ends at 7 p.m. that day.
Gotcha. So that's going to be coming up this Tuesday. I don't know if I want to ask you a history lesson, but how long have you guys been doing this, or how long do you remember being a part of this?
So I've been with the department in some sort of role, either a police explorer, community service officer, since 2012. And ever since I've been involved in the department, as I can recall us having a national night out. I really got involved with it as being a community service officer and demonstrating things, being out there in the community, but importantly, just creating relationships with people, especially children. One thing that I think is really cool, if you follow us on our Facebook page, on the Fond du Lac Police Department Facebook page, we actually just filmed a video for the mascot race. So there's going to be a mascot race. There'll be different organizations throughout Fond du Lac. So there'll be the Fond du Lac Police Department, Fond du Lac Fire Department. I'm not sure what other organizations. I know our dispatch center has the 911 Fox,
Okay.
and there's Scoopy from Culver's. I think the Bear from A&W should be participating, and there's maybe one or two others that participate every year for a trophy. So they do a little bit of a race, friendly competition, and it's good for the kids.
I'll see if I can get our sister station Banjo to show up to this event, and maybe Banjo can do a little racing too.
Sounds good. We've been really prepping and doing some selection for our runner. It's been a few years since we've won. The fire department always seems to win. I don't know why, maybe because they have a little bit more time to work out than we do or something like that. But we've been doing some scouting amongst our CSOs and our newer officers to see who wants to put on the McGruff costume and represent our department, hopefully bring us home a trophy.
And again, this is going to be taking place Tuesday night. It's National Night Out. Now, is there going to be food available here? Are you asking people to eat ahead of time? What's kind of the situation there? I know you mentioned popcorn, but that's just a snack.
Right, absolutely. I am not sure. I thought I had saw or heard something about food trucks being there, but
Okay.
I don't see anything on this list. And I'm not on the board for it, so I am not really sure, to be honest with you. Typically, there is some sort of food and snacks and stuff like that, but I am not sure.
Awesome. We got Officer Clapper on this morning for Behind the Badge on News Talk 1450 and 100.7 KFIZ. I know you mentioned you've been a part of this since you've been a part of the program. What's kind of your highlight you've seen throughout the years of some of your favorite moments?
My favorite thing that I've done was giving squad car tours. And I was a CSO when I did this. It was probably 5-ish years ago. And it was remarkable seeing that you have one squad car there doing like squad car tours, and there's a line of 20 kids waiting to see it. Getting to sit in the car with a kid and explain and demonstrate things to them, like various pieces of equipment and what things are for, and allowing them to kind of be like a police officer for a few minutes. So it really brightens their day, and it really helps build that relationship with them. And I actually ran into some kids after that. Even to this day, I still run into them, and they remember who I am from that. And it's really cool to see them out and about and remember that I actually made a difference in their life, for them to remember me years later.
Definitely, that's one of the bright spots of being a police officer, is building those relationships and still able to see people later to that day.
Absolutely. And a lot of times when we get involved with things, it's on people's darkest days. So the way I think of it is, if I can do something a little bit extra or create some sort of a relationship with this person, is they're going to remember this as something happened in their life. So it's really important for us as law enforcement to create these relationships or build these bonds with people for the future. So if we ever have further contacts with them, we know how to interact with them better, but also just knowing that you're in a position that you can make a difference in someone's life. So National Night Out is really important for us to be able to do that, and gets the community out, and it's usually quite busy there as well. So it's good to have a good turnout, and good to get people down there and to meet officers that serve them and protect them every day.
Definitely makes sense. I'm being nosy here, trying to read your papers upside down. I see one of them with the title of Bike Drawing Entry Form. What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So new to this year is a bingo card. I will have little snippets of both flyers here in our YouTube video of this session here. But if you stop at 7 or more of the community partners tables, like I said, we're going to have a lot of different community partners there, and have them sign one of the bingo spots. Along with following 2 of the pre-made spots here is shaking a firefighter's hand and shaking a police officer's hand. You'll have a chance to enter to win a bike for a child. So I'm not sure how many bikes there are, but there is a bike drawing as well, and some other prizes at the event as well. So that's a way for you to get involved in meeting some of our different community partners, including like our fire department, dispatch, state patrol, sheriff's office, stuff like that.
Awesome. Officer Clapper, really appreciate the time this morning. Anything else you want to hit on before I let you get out of here?
Just a quick update on our new officers that we had in here. We got Officer Ott, Officer Greening, and Officer Martinez. They're about halfway done with training, so hopefully the next couple months here they'll get on their own. And then we have four recruits in our academy right now. They just hit their halfway mark, so they're coming to the final stretch of their academy, and then hopefully by I think October they get back to the police department and start their orientation week and the field training. So the couple in field training are doing well. We're looking forward to them getting done and being able to protect and serve out on the streets on their own.
Awesome. Awesome, Clapper. Appreciate the time.
Thanks, Braden.
You're listening to News Talk 1450 and 100.7 KFIZ.